Hi, how are you all? Fine? Okay. Now we are going to our first chapter. Okay. In the previous class, we learned about the four basic operations of a computer, that is input, process, output and storages. So in this class, we are going to learn all these things in detail. So our main focus will be in the process. Okay. So we are going to learn about central processing unit, input devices, storage devices, output devices and the last topic is classification of computers. So we will learn all these things one by one. First one is central processing unit and we can see what are the things there in central processing unit. The main things are arithmetic logic unit, control unit, memory and storage unit. We can see the operations performed in arithmetic and logic unit. The ALU does all types of arithmetic operations. Let us take the example of multiplying two numbers. The numbers that you give as input are first sent to the memory of the CPU. From the memory, they are sent on to the ALU for multiplication or processing. The ALU performs the calculations and sends the result back to the memory. So this is the main operation performed in an arithmetic logic unit or ALU. Here example is given, that is for multiplying two numbers. So if you take two numbers, all these inputs, the numbers are taken as inputs, not only numbers, the operations are also taken as input and this input is sent to the memory of the CPU and from this memory it will be sent to the arithmetic logic unit for multiplication and multiplication is performed there. So the result after performing the calculation is also sent back to the memory. So this is about arithmetic and logic unit. So we get the inputs and ALU will process that and ALU will send the result back to the memory. So there are so many other devices also in the section itself. There are three things. So we will learn those things and we can relate all the operations of a computer. So next one is control unit. So the control unit is the most important part of the CPU. It manages and controls the activities of all other units. The control unit, or we can say CU, gets data and instruction from the memory. It then tells the ALU what operations to perform on that data. The CU also helps in communication between the memory and the ALU. After the execution of an instruction is complete, the CU sends a signal to the memory or output devices. So this is about control unit. So once you get the result in the memory, the control unit manages all the activities and it controls all the activities of other units. And control unit helps in communication between the memory and ALU because we want to store the information in the memory and we want to perform the operations in ALU. So after performing the operations, the control unit will help us to take the result to the memory and after the execution of the instruction, the CU sends the signal to the memory or for the next instruction. And after everything, if you want to see the result in an output device, then again control unit will send the result to the output devices. So this is a picture that shows the flow of information. Control unit will control all the devices and it will send the input to the ALU. ALU will process the data and after processing it will send to the memory. In ALU we can perform every operation, and ALU will send the result into the memory, and the control unit can take the data from the memory or from the input devices, and after getting the result, the control unit will send those data to the output devices. So this is the operations in a CPU. Clear? So control unit is there, ALU is there, and memory is there, and data will flow in two directions. That from ALU you can send data to control unit, and from control unit you can send data to memory. So everything is connected in this manner. So control unit is there, ALU is there, memory is there, and control unit controls everything, and it can control all the operations and communication in the CPU. So the third one in CPU section is memory and storage unit. This unit temporarily stores data and instruction that are used for processing. Okay, and about input devices and all things we can learn in the next class. So all of you take care. Bye.